The Bison Basketball Show with NDSU head coaches Dave Richman and Jory Collins. The Bison Basketball Show is presented by Gate City Bank for a better way of life. And Pepsi.
Hey, Bison Nation, welcome on into the Bison Basketball Show along with NDSU women's head basketball coach Jory Collins. I'm Sam Neidermann. Glad that you guys are along for the ride. The Bison are cooking right now. Winners of 3 in a row, 8-2 in league. And, Coach, congratulations on a weekend sweep. And also, congratulations on your Kansas City Chiefs winning another Lombardi Trophy. They win the Super Bowl back-to-back.
Double good weekend. Triple good weekend. Thursday and Saturday road wins, and then favorite football team gets another Super Bowl. It's pretty good sports weekend for us.
I love it. I saw the spread that you guys had. Looked like you guys were eating pretty good.
Tried to eat good yesterday, and it was nice. It was good.
Got the job done. Mahomes and the Chiefs champions again, and more Bison wins. We love to see that. Starting on Thursday, Kansas City, tough road trip, grinder of a game, 70-59. Take me through it.
Yeah, you know, we knew this was going to be a tough road trip. That's a long bus ride down to Kansas City and spending days there. And then, again, playing a team that does a tremendous job of guarding us, making things difficult for us. Their defensive pressure has always been an issue for us the last couple years. And I thought we did a really good job just coming in. We turned the ball over a bunch, but we also made enough plays in there and had enough people step up. I thought Abby Schulte was terrific all weekend, and especially Thursday night against their pressure, playing point guard for 30 minutes with 0 turnovers. Really was probably a big factor for us in being able to win that game.
You guys were able to get to the line, particularly in that third quarter, 15 of 19 at the foul line. How critical was that execution?
Well, it was huge. And, you know, both games this weekend, there was a lot of free throws shot. And you know, our team, UNO and Kansas City are up there in our league in the amount of times we foul people. And so that's been an issue for us, and it was back and forth. You know, a lot of free throws shot. Luckily for us, we shot them well and made, you know, the majority of them on Thursday and Saturday for us to, you know, be able to it was hard to score given their defensive pressure, but we did a good job of initiating some contact and being aggressive in situations to get us to the line.
Coach, we've talked a lot about looking for improvement and progress on the defensive end of the floor. You guys hold them under 60 points on the game. They were only 2 of 14 from downtown, shot below 40% overall. What did you like there?
Yeah, I mean, that's been a work in progress for us all year long. I feel like we've gotten better. We're at a point now where we've played pretty good defense here for a couple weeks, at least adequate for as well as we've been scoring the ball. You know, and UMKC's not a great three-point shooting team. We played some zone in that game to try to pack it in and keep them from getting to the free throw line as much. I think that paid off for us a little bit. But we just have young players that are getting more comfortable on the defensive end and understanding scheme and technique, and then the communication to make all that happen together has just continued to get better.
Well, after the victory, quick turnaround going over to Omaha, 84-70 the final over the Mavericks. You guys find a way to get the weekend sweep, and always tough to do in league play to get a pair of road wins.
Yeah, tough to do, and you know, we were dragging just a little bit on Saturday. You know, just a little fatigue kicking in, and luckily we got off to a hot start. We shot the ball well. We shot the ball well all day long. You know, the issue that we couldn't really pull away from UNO was we turned the ball over so much. I think we had 24 turnovers in the game, and several of those were unforced and just, you know, some mental mistakes on our part. But we were able to overcome that with just being able to shoot it well. We shot free throws well again, and we rebounded the ball well. So, you know, usually when you do those things, you're going to be okay. But we made it a little bit harder on ourselves and giving the ball away too many times in that game.
You mentioned the rebounding advantage, 43-27. Nice advantage there on the glass, 16 out of 20 at the line. Individually, though, how about Abby Draper? She comes out with a big-time double-double, 12 and 13.
Yeah, Drapes was great all weekend. I thought her and Schulte, you know, we get into heaven and L all the time about, you know, because they're so consistently great, you know, but I thought the deciding factor in us getting 2 wins this weekend was both Abby Schulte and Abby Draper. Drapes was really good Saturday. I think, you know, we shot the ball really well, and somehow she still managed to get 7 offensive rebounds in the game and in her double-double. So her activity level was really high. Finished plays at a good clip for us too, and was really a good presence. Our only issue, you know, we couldn't keep her in the game long enough. We had big foul trouble Saturday, you know, for the majority of that game. game, but found a way to piece it together.
Abby Schulte, you mentioned, too, your evaluation of your veteran point guard in both of the games this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, she back-to-back, I think, went 4 for 7 from the field, which is right where we want Schulte. You know, go out there and get us 8, 9, 10 points and then handle the ball and run our team. And then play, you know, exceptional on-ball defense that she always does. And she was probably the best version of herself Thursday and Saturday that we've had here in a while, and I would love to see that continue.
Coach, what's the confidence level of your group right now? 8-2 through 10 league games and looking to finish strong here in the back half.
Well, I think it's good. I think, you know, we've been able to make some plays here, winning 3 road games in a row, you know, with starting with UND last week, and then this road trip is always something that I hope builds confidence. It's tough to go on the road and win in this league, and to be able to get 3 in a row is great. You know, but we're also a team that just takes it one at a time. And we got a huge one coming up Thursday, obviously. A little payback, hopefully, you know, from earlier in the year. So we'll get locked in this week of practice and go one more here.
Well, you mentioned this upcoming week, Coach. You look at the schedule for the Bison, a pair of games here inside the Shack. ORU in Denver, and the big one starts Thursday. ORU rematch. Tough one down in Tulsa the first time around, as you mentioned, a chance to even up the series.
Yeah, we didn't play particularly well down there, and you know, got down, I think, 8-10, and were able to battle back and cut it to 2 really late in the game. And then just couldn't make enough plays right in the last few minutes to be able to pull that one out. And we can play a lot better basketball than we played at third place in that Saturday game, and hopefully we can do that, pull that off Thursday.
Oh, looking forward to it. Should be another fun one here inside the Shack. Bring out a big crowd. Bison Nation, come out and support. Coach, always appreciate the time.
You bet, Sam. Thank you.
You got it. For Coach Jory Collins, I'm Sam Neidermann. We'll be back in a second here on the Bison Basketball Show.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Champions work hard and champions play hard, but none of it happens without the rest and recovery that comes from a good night's sleep. Accord Comfort Sleep Systems is the official sleep partner of the NDSU Bison. And just like the Herd, they're a proud company founded in North Dakota with North Dakota values and tradition. Accord Comfort Sleep Systems is a third-generation company now at the showroom in Fargo, offering premium mattresses to help you take your sleep seriously. Accord Comfort Sleep Systems, located on 13th Avenue. You're going to love sleeping with us.
There's something new near NDSU. First Western Banking Trust now has a location on the Bison block, right where you need them to be.
Introducing our newest location, right across from campus. Same great service and same great people you can count on. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
A better way of life is better days off and better nights in. Better hellos and better goodbyes. With locally approved, financed, and serviced home loans, Gate City Bank makes buying a home simple. Welcome home. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Hey, Bison Nation, welcome back to the Bison Basketball Show, along with NDSU men's basketball coach Dave Richman. I'm Sam Neidermann. Great to have you along with us. And, Coach, winners of 3 of our last 4. Got the brooms out this weekend, a little weekend sweep for the Bison at home.
Yeah, it certainly feels terrific. Winning college basketball games, whether you're home or away, is difficult. And 3 of our last 4 against some very challenging opponents in some tight games, it feels great. Our group is finding a way. There's a tremendous resiliency to us. There's also continues to be a lot better version of us out there, too, and that's certainly what's exciting this time of year.
Well, there have been a lot of tight ones, as you mentioned. Starting on Thursday, our 6th overtime game of the year. I don't know if you've seen Wes Offerman's new trademark slogan for the team, the Heart Attack Herd. Do you like that, a little moniker for us moving forward?
You know, it takes what it takes, and heart attack. I've gotten it from a lot of people. Hey, you can make this a lot easier on us, and certainly I'm one of them too. Like the gray hairs that are coming in and all those things, but. Proud of our guys. I think there's a reason we're going through that. It's preparing us as we go forward. Concession stands people like us probably as we're keeping people in the stands. But again, just to credit our guys, like the resiliency, to not panic. I still think in a lot of ways we're a young team, and to not panic, to be able to execute down the stretch, to make the free throws we made Thursday, to struggle and really let Omaha back in the game on Saturday, but still find a way to close it. That's what it's all about, winning basketball games.
Looking back at Thursday against Kansas City, Coach, another overtime victory. Big star in the game for NDSU, Andrew Morgan. He had a career-high 31 points. Yeah, you know, Morgan's really finding his groove, and we talk a lot about servant leadership, and it works both ways, where we're able to feed him, and if they're not going to double, if the opponent's not going to double, he's been able to take advantage of that. I thought he was terrific finishing around the rim Thursday night, but he was also elite, 14 for 16 from the line. And then when it works both ways, when he's reciprocating back, and when he gets those doubles, to be able to trust and find his teammates to execute on the perimeter. And that's Bison basketball. That's our offense at its best, playing inside out. Coach, you mentioned the free throw line. Not only did Morris go 14 of 16 individually, as a team, 33 for 38, 86%, multiple foul shots at the end of regulation and in overtime. You had to be pleased with your team's performance as a whole there.
Well, certainly pleased, and we needed every bit of it, right? I mean, to force overtime, to execute down the stretch, to win the game, it takes what it takes. And you know, at times we've talked about it. We've struggled from the free throw line. This is a game where I think the free throw line, the free throw line game was a differentiating mark for us to go out there and execute and get the win. And it's a little bit of the MO with this group. You know, sometimes something's good, sometimes it's not so good. But more often than not, especially lately, we've been finding a way.
Another player who was key against Kansas City was Bowden Scumberg. He had 21 points, 17 of them coming after halftime. Yeah. What was the switch there? Yeah, we challenged all of our guys at halftime. I thought what we were doing is okay, but we talk about the what versus how. But how we were playing defense, the urgency, the stance, the intensity, just our overall mentality wasn't where we needed to be. And our guys responded. I think sometimes, too, who we are offensively is too much affecting who we are defensively, and we can't let one end affect the other. If we're missing shots, we can't lose our intensity and focus defensively. And when we are getting stops, we got to be able to push and continue to execute. And Bowden's really rounding into form here down the stretch. Bison ended up winning it in OT. Taking a look at some of the final numbers, had a rebounding advantage in the game. Noah Feddersen also was perfect from the floor. Moving on to Saturday against Omaha. Here's a Maverick team that we had played on the road. They won in a close one in overtime, this time able to bounce back. Yeah, and you're definitely seeing a better Omaha team this year. I thought Saturday, you know, we saw an Omaha team that was very hungry. You know, they probably don't feel like they played their best up in North Dakota on Thursday, and they came back and they took a bunch of punches. They gave a bunch of punches. You know, we got up 10 or 12, and absolutely, this week in practice, we're going to finish, you know, we're going to work on finishing out that game a little cleaner. And we were a couple made free throws away from just, you know, ending that, but we weren't. And again, to our guys' credit, they had the resiliency to find a way and get another win. Offensively in this one, Coach, three-point shooting was a big factor. Got off to a little bit of a slow start, but then went 10 of 12 from beyond the arc at one point. Just could not miss, had 13 for the game. Yeah, and then again, the smile, the smirk comes from, if it's not one thing, it's another. Good, bad, or indifferent, you know. One time we don't make free throws, another time we do. Another, you know, first half we don't make threes, second half we do. But again, I think it's a true testament, a real test to our guys of trust, where we're trusting that inside-out basketball. And Morris has just been so dominant, it really opens up things on the perimeter. And when those guys are making things on the perimeter and we've got both things working, you know, we're a tough target to guard. Well, you saw it in the final box score, 6 different players in double figures. Lance Waddles had a nice game off the bench. Jakari was making threes. Everybody stepped up to contribute. Yeah, and that feels good. I mean, there's a joy to that. There's a bunch of guys contributing, and to have 6 guys in double figures,
to have different guys contributing, this time of year, that builds a ton of confidence for our group as we move forward the rest of February into March.
Well, now looking ahead to this week, Coach, you got a pair on the road. Going to be difficult matchups and good challenges for sure. Start against Oral Roberts and then against Denver. How can you make sure that you keep the consistency here away from home?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely got to keep our foot on the gas. This is a tremendous challenge. Oral Roberts and Denver are good teams. They've both been playing really, really good at home. We were fortunate enough to get the win against ORU here. Denver got us. But it's all going to go how we start, and we need to have a terrific week of practice this week as we prepare for two tremendous challenges down the stretch.
Looking forward to it, Coach. Appreciate your time as always, and we'll see you on the road in Tulsa and Denver.
Let's do it. Thanks, Sam. Go Bison.
Thank you, Coach. We'll be right back here on the Bison Basketball Show.
Champions work hard and champions play hard, but none of it happens without the rest and recovery that comes from a good night's sleep. Accord Comfort Sleep Systems is the official sleep partner of the NDSU Bison. And just like the herd, they're a proud company founded in North Dakota with North Dakota values and tradition. Accord Comfort Sleep Systems is a third-generation company now at the showroom in Fargo, offering premium mattresses to help you take your sleep seriously. Accord Comfort Sleep Systems, located on 13th Avenue. You're going to love sleeping with us.
PetroServe USA gets the job done, giving you a peace of mind for all your propane needs. We provide scheduled home delivery, competitive pricing, and expert customer service from our knowledgeable techs. Call or go online today to learn more about our propane services and how convenient it is to order and pay online at PetroServeUSA.com. Your member-owned cooperative, PetroServe USA, helping America fuel better. Call today.
This is Jack. Jack has a debit card from Gate City Bank. Jack likes to use his debit card because he earns points for every dollar he spends. When these points add up, they're redeemable for thousands of different rewards, like travel, cash back, or gift cards to his favorite restaurant. Whatever Jack chooses, he can earn rewards he loves just by using his debit card. So be like Jack and earn points today at gatecity.bank/enroll.
There's something new near NDSU. First Western Banking Trust now has a location on the Bison block, right where you need them to be.
Introducing our newest location, right across from campus. Same great service and same great people you can count on. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Hey, Bison Nation, it is the Bison Basketball Show, and we are so happy to be joined by NDSU junior forward Andrew Morgan here with us. Morgs, great to have you on the show, and great play here for you on the court. Congrats on a pair of wins this past weekend. How did it feel to get the job done with the boys?
It felt really good. I mean, we needed these two, and we came out and we got them right away, and something you think we can build on as we go into the rest of February here.
How fun has it been for you to be getting all these post touches? You had 31 on Thursday against Kansas City. You put up 18 on Saturday against Omaha. And as Coach has said, feed the big fella. That's been the MO for us offensively.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not ever going to complain about that. I get the ball more. I like it a lot. So, I mean, it works out really good because other teams will start doubling us a lot. So I get to see where our guys are out on the perimeter and get to see where our shooters are, get them open shots on the outside, which opens things up for me and it kind of helps everybody out. So, yeah.
I love it, man. Thursday night, you had a career-high 31 points, 14 out of 16 at the free throw line. Walk me through it. What was going through your mind as you're getting contact and knocking down your freebies?
Well, I kind of just wanted to make my free throws were a big emphasis for me that week. I wanted to be something that I wanted to be better than I was the week before on, and then it was something that I knew that I wanted, since especially it was at home, I was a little more comfortable with the environment and the way we were shooting at the line. So free throws were a big emphasis for me all week. I was working on them all week, so it was just nice to see them all go down, most of them go down.
Morgs, as a team on Thursday, 33 of 38 at the free throw line. How big was that for you guys to all step up and execute in some big spots at the line?
I mean, that was really important for us. We've had some games where we didn't quite close them out at the free throw line, and then especially going 33 for 38, that was really important for us because we're in a lot of close games this year, and every point really matters. So everybody went up there and hit their free throws at the line, and it was really nice to see.
Are you guys getting tired of the close games? Are you embracing the close games? Where are you guys at on a little heart attack herd here? 6 overtime games already.
Well, I'd say we're kind of sick of it. We kind of we kind of want to end it in regulation, and then it just kind of seems like we always fall into overtime. But it's something that we're definitely sick of. But I mean, we're pulling some of them out at the end, so it's something we're going to try and get better at. Close games out in the last 4 or 5 minutes instead of the last minute. So that's something we're trying to work on along with some other things. So, yeah.
A win is a win.
A win is a win.
We will take it for sure. I want to look at your game again. You had a couple of three-pointers this past weekend. You had one against Kansas City in the early going. You also stepped out, hit another one against Omaha. When you've gotten that outside shot, you've been able to knock a few down. How about that?
Yeah, that's credit to our coach Straggy. He's ever since he's gotten here, he's really emphasized me shooting from the outside, top of the key threes. So I get chewed out if I don't take that shot because we practice it all the time. Me and him work on it all the time. So he wants me to take that shot. He's not going to get mad if I do take it. He's going to get mad if I don't take it. So I mean, he's really emphasized me taking that outside shot, and I mean it's helped us out pretty well. I'll spread the floor. So yeah.
Coach has described you as a throwback big guy, right? Back to the basket, but also being able, as you demonstrated, to step out and hit a couple of outside shots too. I'm curious, when you're down on the block, what's your favorite move, your favorite go-to move in the post?
Oh, man. It usually depends how they're guarding me. I mean, a lot of them like to shade me towards the middle or the baseline. If they shade me towards the baseline, I really like that because then I can rip and go right to the baseline and use the hoop as basically a secondary guy to guard my shot. So then I like ripping baseline, but if 90% of the time they're shading me middle where their help is going to be, or they're jumping on my middle and they're going to be doubling me from my backside. So probably my favorite move is probably going middle and turn around right in front of the basket. That's one of my favorite moves because it's something I've done since I was little. Because when you're little you don't have a left-hand hook shot, so you can't use your left hand when you're going up. So when I go middle and I turn around and shoot it, that's just been a shot I've taken my whole life, and that's probably my go-to one.
I love it, man. Just start in the driveway, right, and then bring it up to Division I. That's how it all begins. Speaking of the beginning, I want to go back a little bit of your roots, Waseca, Minnesota. High school, Andrew Morgan and your teammates, you guys won a state championship and broke a long drought. 103 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
What was that moment like for you and your teammates to deliver that to your hometown?
I mean, it was incredible. It was probably one of the best feelings I've ever had. It was something that I dreamed of. It was one of the reasons I even started playing basketball. Since my friends, we were always talking about we got to win a state championship for Waseca. Like, it was something that was really important to us. And just the moment that we actually did it was surreal. We didn't know what to even do. I mean, it was during COVID, right in the middle. We didn't have our whole town there like we did my sophomore year, and it was just an unreal feeling going back to Waseca, knowing that everybody was counting on us and we actually got it done that time. So yeah,
that's a pretty neat memory to have. You guys go down in history for that, for sure.
Yeah, it was. I still don't even know how to talk about it. It's just so unreal to me that we really even got it done, but it was fun.
I love it, man. And now fast forward here, this is year 3 for you here at NDSU. How has your experience been overall as a Bison, and why was Fargo the right fit for Andrew Morgan?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, I came here because the culture, the family, people. I love the coaches when I was coming up here, and a lot of it had to do with COVID at the time. This is one of the only few schools that I got to visit before COVID hit, so I already knew what everybody was about. I knew how things worked around here, so that really helped me out a lot. And I mean, I love it here. It's been fun. I mean, I got some really good friends on the team. I came here and I got good experience my freshman years from some really, really good veterans, and like Rocky and Sam and Tyrese. So, and I've been around a lot of. We had some pretty good teams that year, so it was fun, and Yeah, it's been good.
Well, looking forward to driving for another championship here. The most important games are still out in front of us. Morgs, really appreciate the time as always. Keep getting after it on the court.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. Andrew Morgan, NDSU basketball, here with us on the Bison Basketball Show. Much more to come.
PetroServe USA gets the job done, giving you a peace of mind for all your propane needs. We provide scheduled home delivery, competitive pricing, and expert customer service from our knowledgeable techs. Call or go online today to learn more about our propane services and how convenient it is to order and pay online at PetroServeUSA.com. Your member-owned cooperative, PetroServe USA, helping America fuel better. Call today.
Teamwork, talent, dedication, leadership. These values build community, improve lives, and make a difference every single day. For you, for our neighbors, for our community, for a better way of life. Gate City Bank.
WDAY Sports brings you over 20 games from the 2024 North Dakota High School Boys and Girls Hockey Championships. The puck drops Thursday, February 22nd. Girls quarterfinal games on WDAY 2. Boys games on WDAY Extra. Semifinal Friday continues with girls games on Extra and boys on ABC. And Championship Saturday with the girls at 4:30 and the boys at 6:30 on ABC. For the ultimate experience, subscribe to WDAY Plus and access all of this year's North Dakota High School tournament coverage.
Let's take a look at our current Summit League standings. Alrighty, Bison Nation, that is a wrap for this week's edition of the Bison Basketball Show. Big thank you again to Coach Richman, Coach Collins, and Andrew Morgan for joining us on the program. We've got coverage of Bison basketball all week long here on WDAY Extra. Thursday night, Bison women take on Oral Roberts, 7 o'clock tip-off. And then Saturday afternoon, NDSU women have Denver, 1 o'clock tip-off. Both those games right here for you on WDAY Extra. For our entire crew, I'm Sam Neidermann. Have a great rest of your week, and go Bison.
The Bison Basketball Show is presented by Gate City Bank for a better way of life. And Pepsi.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.